It's Ketchup Packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Nate.
I'm Sean.
And this is Ketchup Packets. Today we are watching Barry, Season 4, Episode 8. Last episode.
The final episode, Chapter 32 of Barry.
Wow. It's called Wow.
That was weird. Yeah.
That was a reaction to what you said, and then me saying
And
the
then
name of
it
the episode.
happened to be
Yes.
the episode title. Wow. Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa. Ah.
Is it like that Nights You Say Knee scene? Okay, we're watching Barry. What happened on Barry? Everything is bad.
Yeah, all bad. So Barry's getting psycho tortured.
And Hank has Sally and John prisoner.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right.
And Kusino is gonna get arrested? They're gonna pin all the, like, Janice stuff on him. Mm-hmm. So.
Ooh. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, so the Chechens try to destroy the Ravens compound, so they need Barry to do that.
Yes.
That's that whole thing.
Exactly. That's the whole reason that Hank has, like, that's the plan with kidnapping Sally and John. He's gonna, whatever information Barry gets about where Hank is or where they are being hidden, they're gonna make it so that that information is Fuchs's compound. And they're sending Barry there to get and kill Fuchs's guys on the idea that he's there to save his family.
Okay, so it's not a blackmail situation where do this and then you get your family.
No, yeah, I think it's a trick. Yeah. I think that they're sending him into Fuchs's compound thinking that he's going in there to rescue Sally.
Well, I didn't catch that, but I believe you.
I don't think that they said that definitively, but that seems to make the most sense.
Smarter plan.
Yeah,
totally.
So it's all seemed to have sort of converged there. I mean, I guess Gene and the prosecutor isn't, like, directly connected to that yet, but it's kind of seems like we've sort of closed into a neat little ball for the ending here.
It's all converging together, which the ending of any good story and the final climax
must do.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get any definitive answers about what precisely happened at the house with Sally and John. There was just some crazy destruction, be it an episode of hers mentally or actually outside actors, but
that's such a weird
something catastrophic
thing
happened either way, you know?
Because she could have just decided to go to LA without any of that happening and just been like, I gotta stop him. Like, this is not
right. But I think the show was showing us, you know, maybe she doesn't even really know what's real and what's not, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of from Sally's perspective and just how she's lost her grip, you know?
Yeah.
And now she's, I mean, even when she was pleading for help at the end of the last episode, it was just, Barry, help us. Like, isn't she know she's in danger? Or did Hank tell her she's not in danger and she didn't care about her performance?
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I think she also maybe just has extreme self-loathing and doesn't care or something.
I guess.
But then she doesn't really care
that her son's in danger
either.
Yeah,
but it's very sad, very dark shit with Sally.
And we established that there's not really a possible good ending for John. Like, there's nowhere that he could end up in the world of the show that's good.
Yes.
Somebody in the comments for last week's episode says that they think there is one person that John could go with that's actually a good person who we forgot about. And they said, don't think about it. So I guess we shouldn't think about it.
Don't think about it.
Maybe they will come up and maybe they won't. I can't remember that commenter's name. I'm sorry, but if you're here and that didn't happen in the episode, or if it did, tell us who you're talking about now that we've seen once this episode is up and we've watched it.
So I didn't read this comment. They didn't indicate
who
they thought it was.
They left a little tantalizing thing.
Yeah,
so I want to hear the full extent of that. On the note of talking about our viewers, Nate, we have a new patron.
That's right.
Who's joined us at the Crazy Town Banana Pants tier, which is a tier that earns you the special perk of being talked about in our videos.
That's
so we are now going to bring up our patron, Quante Tuggle.
Quante Tuttle, thank you so much.
Tuggle. Not Tuttle.
Tuggle. Oh,
Quante Tuggle. I think that's how we say it. But yeah, thank you for joining at the Crazy Town Banana Pants tier. You're cool.
You are cool.
Should we? So yeah, and as that indicates, we have a Patreon. You can join if you want to. There are various tiers with various kinds of rewards. Should we watch Barry, Nate?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Wow. Oh.
Violence gonna break the silence.
Seems like it. Or that.
I have something to offer you to make peace.
Not interested in making peace
gonna
with you, Hank.
Give him Barry.
Get you Barry.
Okay.
He's on his way here right now, okay?
Hanging up on you, Hank.
No. Look. You see that? That's Sally Reed.
Yeah,
They're not
okay.
even tied up.
And then
What are they gonna do? It's a little boy and
I get that, but
a very
you know.
small lady.
he'll be here any minute.
Ooh.
I'm coming over.
How evil are you,
Yeah,
Fuchs?
just the look in his eyes is terrifying.
Yeah.
Let me guess. You were in a bad place, and you felt like he was the only one who could help you?
It's a good guess.
Good luck. I mean it.
Is
Hank.
that how Hank feels betrayed by Barry? That he didn't help him when he was the only one who could have?
What's gonna happen to us?
It's not for me to decide.
Ooh.
So he just gave him to Fuchs as a peace offering.
Pretty evil.
Guns.
Okay, what kind?
Oh my god.
Dude, he's a wild-eyed man just walks into the store.
Walking down the toy aisle now.
Jeez.
They find the funniest ways to inject comedy into this
It's incredibly
situation.
dark, yeah.
Is it the same store from Ronnie Lilly? I think it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, seems like it. Looked like it.
We don't move around a lot because of my special job. It's because we're fugitives.
Oh, she's just coming clean.
You know what that means? Well, he escaped prison, and I ran away with him.
How do you...
In prison?
That's quite a lot to find out.
Because
As
he
a kid
killed
like
lot of
that.
people.
He's 8.
Because he was a soldier.
No. Because he was a murderer.
You know, bite-sized pieces, Sally.
No, she doesn't give a shit.
And I'm a murderer too.
You're not.
Yeah, his self-defense is different. But she doesn't see it like that, though. Obviously.
I deserve whatever happens to me.
I think that was justified.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
He was choking the life out
Yeah,
of
he
her.
was gonna kill her.
You're a good person. But not.
Weird. God.
I think the fact that she's so traumatized. I mean, her parenting is a different thing, but she's so
Yeah.
traumatized by that kill, even though it was such a extreme situation. I think that shows that she is a good person.
Yeah. Yeah, Barry's just a dead-eyed murderer.
But she's feeling sad about her mothering and her relationship
Yeah.
with John too,
Yeah.
which is a whole other thing.
No.
God. The first, moment of connection maybe ever in their entire relationship.
Well, I think it's motivated by a lot of fear on her part too. She was more understanding what a situation they're in.
Yeah. God damn.
I want to commend Stephen Root as an
Yes.
incredible performer one more time.
Absolutely.
That's Milton from Office Space being so scary
Dude,
right there.
for real. Fuchs's arc has been quite the ride.
Yeah. You're gonna have everybody kill each other in the lobby time?
Right, that seems like what we're setting up for here, doesn't it? Or is it Barry kills everybody in the lobby time?
That could be. Can I say I can't fucking believe that Livewire and GrooveTube are really with him?
Yeah, dude. That seemed like a
One scene
one-liner,
joke.
yeah.
I used to think I was a soldier. And I fancied myself a mentor, fostering other men's natural abilities. But it wasn't until I was in prison that I finally dropped the bullshit and just accepted who I am.
Jesus.
Man with no heart.
I'm nothing like you, Fuchs.
You're a little like
Yeah.
him.
Manipulative, pathetic little man.
Duh.
What's the deal?
Everybody's got guns pointed at each
I
other.
walk away right now. You'll never hear from me again. All you have to do is admit that you killed Cristobal.
So he knows he won't do that.
Yep.
And the only thing that'll make you forget is by being someone else.
Well, he's got you pegged there.
Yep.
I just wanted to be safe.
We all do.
Oh, that's Barry. Oh, no.
Nope.
You are a fucking liar. The deal is off. Go fuck yourself.
What? You can't do that again. What?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude.
Well, John is
It's
there.
going
No,
down.
no. Oh God. Okay, is Hank at least? Who's on him?
Yeah, where is he?
I think he's underneath the person in the leather jacket right there. Is that Hank? What a grenade!
Shit.
Where's Sally? I was watching John. I didn't see
Yeah.
her. Well, didn't I say everybody
Jesus,
kill each other
yep,
in the lobby
everyone
time?
kills each other in the lobby. You were right.
Oh, Fuchs is the one who got John. I couldn't tell who was who.
Let me get you back to your daddy, all right? Come on. All right.
Fuchs
No
cares
way.
about Barry and
Yeah.
is not able to not. Where is Sally?
John?
Oh, there she is. Okay.
This is a smart camera angle at this.
Keeping us down with the carnage.
Yeah.
Like we're one of the bodies on the floor.
Mm-hmm. That was crazy.
You're late, Barry.
Please give me the strength to sacrifice myself so that my son can live a long and pious life. And that by doing this, all my sins will be washed away and I will be redeemed in your
Or
eyes.
just like that.
Redemption is all Barry's ever wanted.
John?
Well, that was quick.
It's still strapped.
John is like, what the hell has happened?
Yeah.
Not even a word, just knowing that Fuchs got his son out for him. He just
Wow.
killed Hank.
Yeah, he sure did.
For doing what exactly?
They were in
Just
a
for one-
rivalry.
Yeah,
you know?
I guess, but that's just... Are we supposed to, like, be grateful to Fuchs in this moment or
He
whatever?
said deals off, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not happy with him for killing Hank.
Hank was a bad guy, dude.
But I liked him better than Fuchs.
That's true. He's still alive, though.
He's got a bullet in his heart.
Oh, shit. And that's symbolism right there. The statue just riddled with bullet holes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's... He's so scared. Oh, Jesus.
God damn, dude. Cool shot.
Oh,
Cool
that's...
shot. I like it.
Sally could save him.
Sally could save him.
I spoke to Kusno. He might go to jail for Janice's murder.
How do you feel about that, Barry?
Yeah.
You need to turn yourself in.
This could be your redemption, you know?
I don't think that's what God wants for me.
Yeah, isn't that convenient?
Yeah.
I went in there tonight prepared to die, and for some reason he spared me.
So you could save Kusino.
Right,
That
exactly.
is the last thing you have to do.
We'll get out of LA, regroup, we'll figure out the next chapter of our lives.
Turn him in, Sally.
Yeah, he's like, we'll just go back to the way things were.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be fine.
But he's also about to go to sleep right now.
Yep.
Like, as soon as he falls back asleep, bring police here. He's not going to do anything
That's-
in front of John.
I bet what's going to happen.
They're just going to take John and bounce. They're just going to be gone.
Sally!
All alone.
She gave him one last chance to not have his family cut him out.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you? Oh, kill Barry with it. That'd be great. Do you hear Gene? He can't even hear it. He's
no,
too
he
focused.
can hear it.
No, he's not listening. He's thinking about killing himself.
You think so?
Not listening to the outside environment.
You know, Gene, he's in a desperate situation.
Don't kill this man, Barry. Please don't.
Gene's gonna go to jail. He's being accused.
He doesn't have any reason to, really.
And you haven't seen a little boy here?
I haven't.
The realization is dawning on him that, like, they left.
They are very gone. Yeah.
You should call the cops.
There you go.
I'm gonna turn myself.
Oh no! Oh, Gene killed him. That's much better than Gene killing himself. I thought I was so glad that that's not what happened.
Well, no. This is bad, too.
Yeah. Could be a lot worse.
Barry's dead.
He sure is. Well, now Gene has to go to prison anyway.
Mm-hmm.
He was almost going to be spared prison.
I think this is fine with him.
That he goes to prison? I mean, his son hates him.
His life is trashed.
He could probably get a pretty light sentence for this. He showed up in my house.
Yeah.
I came into the room, I saw him threatening my agent. I didn't know exactly what was going, like you don't have to have correctly interpreted the interaction. You just saw the two of them in there. It's Barry Berkman. I shot him before he could do anything. You know?
Maybe.
He probably gets some time.
I think he's getting time for Janice's murder too. I mean,
yeah, now that Barry can't clear him. Sally could, now that Barry's not around. There we go, look. Is that John?
Yep.
A little bit older, alright.
That was so wonderful, Miss Reed.
Oh, thank you guys. Thanks for coming.
So she's like
She
a
gets off
theater
scot-free.
teacher. But she's Miss Reed. She's living under her real name.
Yep.
Was it okay?
Yeah, of course. It always is.
It was good, right?
Yes.
This is really sweet.
Be good.
It seems like she actually cares about him. There seems to be a relationship.
Yeah.
She cares about her.
You ready for this?
Her. It's the same Sally. Yeah. He said I love you and she didn't say it back. She asked if the play was good.
Oh, okay.
She's...
This is better than I ever hoped it was going to wind up. So that's why I guess I'm looking at it positively because I didn't think it was... I thought it would be much bleaker than this.
You want a drink, bro? No. Thank you. I don't drink.
Is that the kid from It? Oh, they're going to watch the movie about Barry? Oh, Jesus.
The Mask Collector?
Because he's an actor.
Oh.
I got no job, got no family, got no friends.
It's like in a big theater.
Just want to feel human again. And I'm sick of taking orders.
No orders from me. You will get a few notes. Gene Cousineau.
Oh, who is that? I recognize that guy.
Me too. Can't pin it down either, but it's pretty silly that he's like got a British accent and stuff.
There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow and tomorrow. And tomorrow.
So bad.
Yeah,
dude.
Barry was a great actor.
Yeah.
Oh, who is that guy?
Wonderful.
Oh, that's Grainer from Severance.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It is.
Sally, Reed.
Yeah, I know you are. You're like one of the best students in class.
That is the kid from It.
Yep, you're right.
You'll never guess. Ryan Madison. Who are these two guys? Mr. Cousineau.
We're busy, Barry.
The movie makes Ryan Madison into a real gangster.
Ryan Madison has been killed. If any of you have any information...
This is such a perfect way to end this show because it's a show about, like, depictions of violent characters in media and stuff, and so to have it, go
just
inside itself
like meta,
like this.
Oh my god, what happened?
It doesn't matter.
They just pinned it on him completely, and Barry's like the innocent hero of it all.
I took you in and helped you become human again. I fought for you. Now it's your turn.
So this is what John is going to think is the real story?
Yep. And there's none of Barry's other kills in here. Nobody has any evidence of any of them.
No. And Fuchs gets away.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with us?
Это как решит господин Cousineau.
I'm gonna have Barry show up and say, oh, wow.
Okay, I got you.
It's just so far from what really happened.
Stay behind me.
This is the elements of the story that they can put, like, together, though. If they picked, like, they have their villain, They picked out, like, the little bits. He was a veteran. Nobody knows about Fuchs.
Yeah,
But
not part of the
nobody-
story. No Hank.
Yeah.
Sometimes being a good soldier means not taking orders.
Wop, wop. Wop, wop, wop.
Very dramatized, isn't
Yeah.
it? And it happened to
terrible.
real people. That's the point, is that whenever you make a true crime thing,
right.
the people it affected are in the real world. Life. Wow.
That sucks.
Was laid to
That
rest in
makes me-
Arlington with full honors.
That makes me extremely upset. Damn, dude. Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
So I wonder now if that will get... Like, if John tries to talk to his mother about this and she doesn't have a rosy view of Barry,
Right.
John's probably going to opt to believe the movie, you know? And it would maybe even sour the relationship between them because she knows the truth about what happened.
She told John about what, you know, I've killed people, you know, he kills people.
That was a wild evening. You know,
Yeah,
you might
right,
not have
exactly.
taken in exactly what she said at that time. Some crazy stuff happened right after that.
That's true.
So, yeah,
But I mean, also you could say like, oh, in the context of his military service, he killed people, and your dad's a fugitive because he was framed for the murder. I mean, she didn't really like give a lot of detail. Like he killed a cop, and then he broke out of prison.
Yeah.
You know, she just told him he's killed people, and so have I, which they don't obviously depict in the movie. There's all of that is contextless. There's
Exactly.
nothing-
Well, it was an interesting commentary, though, on, like, specifically those true crime type of movies or shows that can take a bunch of isolated fact bullet points that are all provably true, but then the way that you string them together and the story you tell just still completely misrepresents the events that really took place if you were to ask people that are involved, you know? And I'm not thinking of any specific shows or anything like that do that, but I think that's sort of the obvious point that they're making there.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, you can't argue with it, you know? That's
Yeah,
definitely
totally.
something to consider when watching these kind of violent programs.
And it's not even necessarily even like a jab at that style. Like they're working with what they have to work with, kind of. And it's like, you want to tell, like, making movies or TV is always about telling some kind of compelling story.
And you need somebody to root for.
Yes, exactly. You need like a villain. That's clear. Like a lot of times. And like I'm thinking about, what have we watched? Well, like Chernobyl. It was truncated and simplified.
Yeah.
You know, there was still a lot going on, a lot of characters, a lot of different moving pieces in the government and stuff like that. But you know, they added certain things in order to make the audience understand better, like what happened. Like, because if they went through all of the technicalities and like there was some specific speeches in that were like, I'm sure he didn't say those words exactly,
Right.
but the meaning
Gotta get it across to the audience at the same time. And I also think, wasn't the Emily Watson character in that show, didn't they say at the end that she was an amalgamation of like a whole team of different scientists that they just needed to depict as one person for ease of the story? So yeah, it
And
definitely.
it's nice when they give you clarifications at the end, because they did that a lot in that. Like at the end of that, they clarified a lot of things, you know, because you want to do honor to in a situation like that, it's like more of a historical, giant historical event with a lot of pieces that you're trying to get into a miniseries. But with a situation like this, it's like, this is a true crime story. All of the pieces are not fully clarified, and like you just sort of made it up.
Yeah.
You just,
well, they
you know,
Hollywoodized it, you know? That's
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
exactly what Gene was worried would happen and what he was trying to prevent when he wanted to stop the movie. You know? This is exactly what he was worried about.
And like, you know, I like to study true crime and like understand like people, and I have a hard, or like, you know, like the psychology of like people who do really heinous things. That's part of the reason why I like this, is because it's not a true story, but it is the story of a sociopath who doesn't understand how other people will interpret his actions. You know,
Yeah.
even the fact that he was like, it's okay, Sally, we can just start over. And she's like, this is done.
Yeah, or the fact that he ever thought he could make it up to Gene that he killed Janice by getting him an acting job. You know? It's like, well, he killed my girlfriend, but he got me an acting job.
Right.
It balances out.
Yeah,
you know?
right. But, you know, it's frustrating to watch movies about, like, serial killers or events like that, because it's like, that's... You Hollywoodized something very, very ugly.
Think of maybe Dexter as an example of it done in a way that was definitely cool at the time. You know, while Dexter was airing, the cultural zeitgeist was in a bit of a different place, and so it could be cool and we could get into it, but I find... It's been a little while again now since this happened, but more recently I tried to go back and visit some Dexter, and it has not aged well in my mind. It is pretty gross to be like, well, he's killing the people who really deserve it. You know?
Right,
like,
but he's a murderer.
Exactly.
And like, this show did such a good job of making you understand, like, pretty much right off the bat, that the quote-unquote protagonist is a complete psycho, and like not to be like I rooted for Barry because he was the protagonist of the show, and I understand I'm watching a show.
Right.
I was always pretty much from the very beginning thinking to myself, this man belongs in a concrete square for like
the good outcome
duration.
Is him getting caught and being held accountable for this.
Exactly.
And I think that this show sort of was created as a direct response to things like Dexter or like Breaking Bad or The Shield or things like that, where you're like watching people who are just doing horrible things, and the show and the audience, you know, the show is inviting the audience to kind of be along for the ride and get in the mindset of being the bad people doing the bad stuff. And this show is kind of a response to that, of being like, no, you don't want to be getting along for the ride with those people, because it rots your soul. It's corrosive to your identity to be. I mean, and I'm not saying I really got down with all those shows.
Right, me too.
Definitely.
Like Breaking Bad is a great example, and I'm like gonna try and do this as spoiler free as possible, because if you haven't seen it, you should go see it.
Yeah.
We have a whole Better Call Saul series already on our channel, so you can check that out.
We don't have the whole series. We have season 6.
That's right. That's right. Well, whatever.
Anyway.
Yes. We have a whole series. It's not the whole series.
Right. Okay. Yes.
I'll give it to me. But Breaking Bad, I didn't feel that sense of like Walt belongs in. He should be dead or in prison. Like very often while I was watching it, I was kind of like hoping he would win a lot.
Yeah, and that show does a good job of making you want that, and then you have to ask yourself why afterwards.
Yeah, he's bad. Yeah, very bad.
Especially when you rewatch that show, you're a lot quicker to jump off of Walt's team the second time you watch it, because you know where he winds up. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about Breaking Bad too much. It's a show about a man's journey into darkness of his soul. And we used to call this show, or at least I did in the early seasons, kind of reverse Breaking Bad, because it was about like a bad guy trying to journey into being good. It doesn't work, is the difference of why it doesn't stay reverse Breaking Bad, because he can't successfully journey all the way into being a good person. But he tries to, but...
Yeah.
It's just, he can't, you know?
It started out...
Some things can't be forgiven, I guess.
Yeah, totally, exactly. And there was points in Breaking Bad where I thought that too, where I was like, okay, that's the thing. But then if it fell off the wagon again, and I was like, actually, you know, Walter's pretty cool. I kind of hope, like, you know. But and this show, I felt like the wackiness helped contribute to that a little bit, because at the beginning the whole show felt surreal kind of throughout for different reasons.
Definitely.
But like in the beginning of it, the reason was very much about, this is a comedy, this is a black comedy show about these events happening. And it's about a absolute monster with all of these kind of wacky characters around him, and he's kind of we kept using the word space alien to describe him.
Exactly, just how he interacts with everybody, for sure.
It's like this guy is, and like in my mind, I think, oh, well, I know he's a contract killer, but also as a space alien, that is an incredibly dangerous. He's not literally a space alien. I get that,
but he's conspicuous because of how he is.
Everything he does is just like, why are you being like that?
He's memorable. People go, what about that weird guy? Any place that he was that people are asked about, did you see anyone? Exactly.
But I'm just remembering the first like scene with, you know, the Chechens when he was like kind of meeting up with that. It wasn't the first scene, I guess, but it was in the first episode, and I was like, this is a bunch of wild and crazy guys.
Exactly.
Trying
and I think the half-hour format also contributes to that feel of this show all the way through. I think somebody asked us in the comments at some point about whether or not we thought it would be interesting for Barry to be an hour-long show instead of a half-hour. And I said that I think I prefer it as a half-hour show because that, in sort of TV language, keeps it as a comedy about killers instead of a drama with funny parts.
Well, it's a sitcom.
You know? Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah, it's still a comedy about killers, even in this last episode. I think there were only a couple little funny moments in this one, but I think that the half-hour format just kind of keeps it in that category.
Yeah, and like a sitcom, it stands for situational comedy. For all of you out there who maybe didn't know that, right? Yeah. But this was like, even though this episode was not funny,
Barry buying the guns was funny.
Yeah, him walking through the toy section like strapped is even like questionably not funny. But
funny and how horrible it is.
It got a little out of me.
I'm sure Bill Hader thought that was hilarious.
Yes, I'm sure he did. But it was a situational show. Each it had like very clear. It was almost like in the same sitcom sort of way, like things kind of resolved at the end of each episode. Not very often did I feel like there was a super crazy cliffhanger.
Right, yeah.
Like this last couple episodes.
No, this show did a good job of making each different episode sort of be about something separate. They did a lot of modern TV shows forget that part of the TV format, that like your episodes should be a piece of the larger story, but they should also be their own episode. It should be a reason that it's this chapter and not a different. So yeah, this show does a good job with that.
It's like episodic television is supposed to be about, we are telling this story for 45 minutes and it has a beginning, middle, and end.
You should be satisfied for watching this one and not need to watch another one for it to be satisfied.
So addicted because, especially I think because of like streaming services and stuff.
When you can have access to the whole season instantly.
Yeah, it's like always a cliffhanger. It's always, oh, you didn't actually get the resolution to this situation.
The algorithm knows that keeps you watching on the app for longer.
I'll keep watching anyway.
This show criticized algorithmic programming decisions too, didn't it?
Sure.
It had everything on Barry.
Everything, yeah. Really wild. But,
and it's over now.
Yeah. Bill Hader's one of those. I didn't realize how many times I'd seen him and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Until, we started watching this and maybe we started talking a little bit more off camera about, he was in Pineapple Express in the beginning. He's sort of an unassuming looking guy. He just sort of plays but he is so funny.
He is. And he's that guy in lots of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, look, it's that guy again. Yeah, he's in Tropic Thunder and he's in Knocked Up. And lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Superbad, of course, as the cop.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, yep. And he's really kind of went from I never really noticed him before to kind of one of my favorites, I think, because he just is so it feels like he's charming and also just knows how to walk the line between total goofiness and I'm being serious right now though.
Yeah.
Into being the dark.
He's demonstrated some incredible skills here that I never knew he had when he was just the pop-up guy in comedy movies and the SNL cast member. So yeah. He's definitely elevated up to the top of my actor tier list as well. I can't wait to see what other drama, what project he sinks himself into now that this show is over, because he's clearly got a lot of creativity to express. So I want to see what comes next.
Yep.
Does that do it for our Barry reactions, Nate? The very first show that we watched here on Ketchup Packets is concluding.
It's concluded.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm a little sad about it, but it just gives us a chance to start something new.
That's right. The future is bright, so we better wear shades.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
What? Who said that? That's a thing.
I don't know.
Is that it?
So something must die so that something else can be born? Something along those lines?
That's not how that works.
Yeah? No? From the ashes, a phoenix rises kind of deal?
We're done.
All right. Anyway, I'm Nate.
I'm Sean.
And this is Ketchup Packets.